There's been a lot go wrong with the football season so far, and it's time to grade the portal haul. How good or bad is it? Was Jimmori Robinson a bust? And more. Now,
You are Locked On West Virginia, your daily podcast on the West Virginia Mountaineers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
what's up, guys? Welcome back in. My name is Mountaineer Paul. I am your host. This is Locked On West Virginia, where we're talking about the Mountaineer football team today, and we're having a pretty big discussion regarding the portal haul. We're going to get into it. We're going to be honest about it. We're going to be the truthful about it and just be plain honest. I think that's the best way to take it. We're not trying to be clickbaity. We're not trying to get a bunch of views. Simply just being honest about it is where it's all at. Thank you guys so much for making Locked On West Virginia your first listen every day and for being part of the Locked On Podcast Network where we talk about your team, the Mountaineers, every single day. And I couldn't be here without my friends at FanDuel, of course. Right now, new customers can bet just $5, and if your bet wins, you'll get $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. So download the FanDuel app today to get started. But I'm not alone. It's his world, and I'm just living in it. It's Jackson Johnson and his world of college football today.
How you doing today, good buddy?
Doing good, man. Are you ready to go over some grades with me?
Yes, definitely. Absolutely.
We were talking right before we hit play, 200 subs away from 6,000. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel by now, go ahead and do that. We've gained almost 500 subs in the last couple days because of one video. So it's been very impactful. The Provo video is far surpassed my expectations. When I did it, I thought, you know what, if I get a couple thousand views on it, I'll be happy. Was not expecting it to be heading towards 20,000 views right now and flying. I mean, it's grown 8,000 views today already since I got up. So it just took off. So thank you to those of you that shared it out and everything. And it really means a lot because that trip, it really changed my life. So anyways, we're going to be talking about the West Virginia football team and just how boom or bust has this been so far with some of these players. I mean, because when you really think about it, that's probably a great way to describe it. You've got a guy like Cam Vaughn who's basically delivered every week with the opportunities he's been given. You've got a guy like, gosh, I hate calling people out like this, but you've got a guy like, let's say, Gerard Bowie, who's finally made a couple plays here in the last couple weeks, but hasn't really done much yet. You've got several offensive linemen on the team. So let's just go over. There's 53 players total from the portal haul alone. Obviously, that's not counting high school. We're not going to grade high school players. It's never fair to grade a high school player. And in some cases, not fair to grade some of these college players. Some of these are going to be determined. And I don't expect Jackson to know every single one of these. I mean, he's really smart, but he doesn't know every single portal player we got like I do. So he's just gonna be along for the ride for some of this. We're gonna start with somebody that I had, and here's another thing. This segment is gonna be me admitting that, in some cases I was wrong on some players, and in some cases I think it's still to be determined. And obviously we need to start out with, we're just gonna do this alphabetically, I suppose. Somebody that I was expecting a lot from was Logan Ramper. Hasn't happened yet. I really felt like, based on his tape, that he would be a really good player. But here's the thing. All of these guys are going to be graded on a curve that are receivers because, I mean, you saw we had 80 passing yards last game. There's no opportunities for guys. So unless we put Scotty Fox in, this is going to be a wasted year for some of these guys. And if I'm Logan Ramper, I may just go ahead and redshirt if I can or something because, I mean, I'm not trying to encourage that. It's just, I don't want to waste your last year or one of your last years. I can't remember if he was a junior or senior. I think he's a senior though. So his is to be determined because he hasn't just had a chance. A lot of these guys haven't had a chance to play much. Devin Grant, has played well at times. I'm going to give him a C. It's it's been good. He was solid in the first couple weeks, and he obviously got injured, so that makes a big difference. Ryan Ward's a freshman. The only opportunity he had, he dropped a pass in the game that would have been a touchdown. But I think he's got upside for the future, so I'm not too mad about that. Carson Lee, I'm going to give a B to. I think he's come in and played well at times. He's a reserve offensive lineman, so it's not like they're asking him to be a starter. He's had to replace a few starters. He's had to replace Landon Livingston for a game, and I feel like Carson played well when he was asked to. And in one of the games, he was graded as our highest offensive lineman that he was asked to play in, and now he's back on the bench, unfortunately. But hopefully he gets to play more as the season goes. Jordan McCants, I expected to do a little more, but once again, you're grading these receivers on a scale, on a sliding or on a curve, because it's just not fair to any receiver right now with our passing attack. It's been absolutely putrid. John Lewis totally baffles me. I have no idea. He made a huge hit in one of the first games, looked incredible doing it, and he ran sideline to sideline. He looked like a horse running across the field, and we haven't seen him since. And he's not on the injury report. It's one of those ones that's just like, I have no idea. The Mississippi State and UNLV transfer. I'm going to give him a D right now because where's he been? He's old enough to be good. He's not playing. Ty Crutcher, not playing. I'm going to, some of these guys that aren't playing, you just have to wonder, where are they, right? What are they doing? Why haven't they played, But some of these guys are for next year, and I get that too. Darren Lewis is somebody I said was a 4-star transfer before the year. He's played like it at times. He's got multiple interceptions. He's certainly one of the bright spots on this team. And, although I think he's probably gotten a little beat up here lately, he's one of the bright spots on the team. So I'm going to give him a B+ for sure. No doubt about it. He's played well at times. Unfortunately, Aiden Bustle got a sickness and had to just leave the program. Very sad situation. I hated that. Josh Isosa is a redshirt freshman. I give him a B because he's already the 2 deep. I think he could be, I thought he was going to be a couple years away. It doesn't turn out that's the case. Malik Agbo is also to B because the game that he got in, he played some of the best offensive line work that we've seen this season. It's just the case. Unfortunately, Rich Rod doesn't feel like he's big enough to play week to week, and I just wish they would go ahead and put him in. Ben Bogle was playing at a high level before he got hurt. So I would like to see more from him, but certainly he's not, at the level I thought he would be, but I think he can get there. I'm still going to give him a B as well. Cade Hensley hasn't had to do much, but it hasn't been bad. He's, it's been touchbacks, it's been field goals. It's been pretty good. I give him a C. Justin Smith-Brown's a C. I expected more, to be honest. And, he's made a couple big plays, but certainly not any kind of near the impact we were hoping for. Christian Hamilton is young. They're going to play him later down the line, I would imagine. He's a redshirt sophomore or freshman, one of the two. So he's for later down the line. Donovan Haslam is one that, you probably expected more from. He's been but once again, he's in the 2 deep. So it is what it is with him. He's obviously got a long ways to go to be a ball player for this offensive line. Although he has played in some games now, I'll give him a C as well. Jalen Knighton, which should have been one of our best players, didn't. He didn't even get eligible. Nick Taylor I give him an A right now. He had an excellent game 2 games ago. And for as young as he is, sophomore, I believe he is very good. He's got a bright future. And I think for what he was expected to do versus what he's doing, very good. Eddie Kelly, I gave a solid C2. I was expecting a little more, but he's certainly battled and been a big part of the defensive line rotation. So good job, Eddie Kelly. Grayson Barnes, I've got to give a C to. I think, It just hasn't worked out. We expected more from him. He's had a couple big games, but certainly he's not at the level I was expecting. I think he's got 13, 14 catches. I thought he would have, probably 40 on the year, so he's a little behind where I thought. Unfortunately, Cannon Katzer hasn't got to play yet. I was really hoping to see him play, and hopefully he will. But he's still got time left in his career to make an impact. He's been hurt all year, so that's going to be at a C for now until he gets to play. Jeff Weimer finally is coming on. If you go back and watch the tape on Weimer, he's open on a lot of different possessions, and they just haven't been able to get into football because we're either not running it or we've got quarterbacks who are brand new in the game. I'm going to give Jeff a C plus for now because he's only been able to make – he's better than that. But, at the end of the day, man, we're not able to throw it. So would be much better if we had a competent passing attack, but we don't. Chase Wilson has been the quarterback of the defense. I think he's one of the lone A's on the team. He's been very good when asked to play. He's, obviously had an interception against BYU and very smart player. He's had a couple sacks on the year. Very proud of Chase. He's been everything we thought he could be. Robbie Martin obviously is a redshirt freshman. We're not asking him to play yet. And certainly, think that he can be a big part of the offensive line going forward, Jackson. Kimo Makaniole is somebody that, has really been harped on a lot. The right guard. Most people would say he's been our worst player on offense at times. He's been beat to death, in certain games and certainly got knocked back quite a bit. I'm going to give him a D. I think it's been pretty bad. Our offensive line play speaks to that, and I wish I didn't have to. He seems like a great guy. This is not personal at all. But, I know his dad probably or whoever that was, James Macaniole, probably quit watching me. After the first couple of weeks, I started bashing Chemo a little bit. Bashing's a bad word, criticizing. Jimmori Robinson, here we go. So, Jimmori Robinson, I'm grading him on a curve too because you're not eligible with the first 3 games, Jackson. At the end of the day, that's not fair. And he's had 3 games. Based on these 3 games, though, it's a D. You've got 2 tackles and no sacks. It's got to get better. Hopefully during the bye week, he can get a little more acclimated. Maybe they can figure out ways to get him implemented into the scheme. But for now, he's generated almost no pressure, and which sucks because I was expecting way more. Jason Chambers is a B plus. He's been a very good cover corner, very good. He's a great any other year, we would be really proud of what he's done. And unfortunately, there are players on the team that are able to exploit. Michael Coach Jr. is an A, one of the best corners in the league, although Chase Roberts did him in the other day. Absolutely toasted him on a couple routes. But, it's the only catches he's given up all year. So, and Chase Roberts makes a lot of guys look silly. Justin Harrington hasn't played much. Was expecting more, but at the end of the day, Darren Lewis kind of took that job. So we're going to give him a solid C for now. I think he's played sparingly. Ashton Woods has been a bright spot, a very bright spot. Very young, redshirt freshman linebacker who's got a bright future. I think he can be what Chase Wilson is next year, and you don't have to go out and replace him. I think he's right here. I'm giving him a B, man. He's a freshman, and he's playing so good. Ty Edwards, I'm giving an A to. If he was any healthier, it would be so much more. But, maybe I should drop it down to a B because he's only been able to play in a couple of games. But certainly he's been a bright spot. Now I'm just going to go fly through a couple of these. Will Davis hasn't played. This is one I missed on. I thought he would be good. He hasn't been. I've got to give him a D for now. I don't know why he's not playing. Fred Perry is an A. It's not even close. He's had a couple, head-scratching things, but at the end of the day, it's been him. He's kept us in games, literally. Gerard Bowie has been very good the last couple of weeks. He's coming on. I think it's to be determined with him, but for now, I'm going to give him a C plus until he does more. Ethan Head is not really in the consciousness of the team right now. we're just going to leave that one alone for now. Probably just wait down the line. Saj Trawl's a young player. He'll eventually get in. I don't think it's going to be this year because of our passing attack, but that's fine. He'll be a good player going forward. That's a deep to be determined. Devontae Golden Nelson's an F. He left the team. You don't get to be on the team and leave the team and then be anything else. Derek Carter Jr. has been a C. I expected a lot more out of him. It just hasn't been that good. Jacob Barrick is the same thing as C. He dropped a wide open touchdown in the game the other day from Khalil in the back of the end zone. And unfortunately, he hasn't been a great blocker either at times. He's had a couple games where he was good, but it hasn't been good overall. Cam Vaughn is an A for sure. Oron Singleton was good when he was healthy, but he hasn't been healthy in a few weeks. So, that's to be determined. Jordan Walker, to be determined. He hasn't played at all. Tykees Crawford has been a D, maybe a C since he was good last game by the score. Johnny Pascuzzi is an F. He left the team. Braden Siders has been a C+. Jalen Henderson is at a C, maybe at best. Yeah, I mean, maybe he's more of a D. Walter Youngbear, I'll give a C. Max Brown, I can't grade because he got injured, but I'll say a D plus C, somewhere in there. Jordan Scruggs, been very good at times. I'll give him a B. LJ Turner left the team. That's pretty much my grades. I could have been harsher, but I decided to be graceful. We've got 6 games left. They're not final scores. Let's go to break. We're going to go around college football here in a minute and, look at the AP poll. We're going to go around Jackson's world of college football. We got a lot to talk about next on Locked On West Virginia. And this episode of Locked On West Virginia going to be brought to you by our good friends at Peloton. That's right. We love talking about Peloton. Why is that? Well, it's shaping the future of fitness with brand new Peloton Cross Training Tread Plus. Powered by Peloton IQ. It's their most advanced equipment yet. It's designed to give you the full real-time guidance and endless ways to prove whether you're running, lifting, or cross-training your favorite instructors. This is training reimagined. Peloton is built for breakthroughs with tools that help you plan, stay motivated, and reach peak performance. And look, the personalized class does keep you engaged, and you get workouts tailored to your vibe and energy level each week. So let yourself run, let yourself lift, let yourself flex, and push forward. Explore the new Peloton Cross Training Tread Plus today at onepeloton.com. And it's segment 2. What do we always do in a segment 2? Usually we crack a do, but I'm on the Gatorade. Jackson's got a Coke. Not sponsored, but it is Gatorade time. Jackson, some of the games weren't final whenever we were done yesterday. Can you remember what games we didn't?
Florida State, Miami. Florida State was making some kind of close but no cigar comeback against the Miami Hurricanes as they lost 28-22. Miami kind of just played with their food a little bit.
Yeah. Well, that's not a surprise.
Yeah. And the Buckeyes, no surprise, they chewed up Minnesota like a chicken nugget. But around here, they're called, I guess they're called the Suckeyes.
That's right. Ohio stinks Suckeyes.
Oh,
you are correct, sir.
But Jay Stevens is a good dude, of course. He does great work at Locked On Buckeyes. Good
no, even he sucks.
Just
cool. Kidding.
And good buddy Garrison.
Did you say Ray Stevens?
Jay Stevens.
Oh. You ever heard of Ray Stevens?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, they called him the streak. Boom, 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 boom. Or how about Santa Claus is watching you?
Yep.
He'll never, and then they got that little person in the video. He'll never, ever leave you alone. He's even got a wiretap on your phone.
Yep.
He's got the little person in the police outfit.
And Garrison and the same Buckeye, Mark Rogers. He's often called that on the Michigan podcast.
Yeah, same Buckeye.
But yeah, the Buckeyes, they chewed up Minnesota.
Yeah.
And Texas A&M, they
domination.
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State was supposedly a good football team coming into that game, Jackson.
Yeah.
I mean, especially after I think we can all agree the win against Arizona State was a great win for them, right?
Oh, it was humongous. It's been a huge momentum builder for Starkville.
Right.
The old Cowbells.
Hell, I mean, I got a fever. The only prescription is more cowbell. I mean, look, I think they're building something in Starkville. It's a great college town, is it not?
Oh, yeah.
Jeff Lebby is, I think, going to have that team. They're on the rise. I mean, he's been there since what, 22, 23?
2024.
So,
I mean, second year.
Right. Okay. That's what I thought. So, I mean, at day's end, he's doing a pretty good job to have Mississippi State 4-2. I mean, they're not supposed to be beating Texas A&M most years.
Nah,
Texas A&M's the best team in the nation. I heard somebody say it on the radio with the accent just like that. He said, Texas A&M's the best team in the nation.
They took our jobs.
They took our jobs.
Oh,
okay,
man.
Let's get back to it. Any other games we missed?
Texas Tech smacking Houston 35-11.
Right.
Oh, man.
Not a surprise.
Oh, no. No, a baby could defeat Houston like Texas Tech did.
Yeah. A little baby.
Yep. The baby.
Jacoby Williams was really good in that game.
What is going on with Coach Prime as TCU has won 35-21 over Colorado?
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like he might go to Arkansas.
Nah, I think it's a little more than that. I think it's his health. Like, because he was talking about how his blood clots are coming back in his leg again. It's like, yikes. I mean, what is going on? Like, I hope he's all right, but I'm not liking where things are going for Coach Prime right now.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's got over bladder cancer, didn't he?
Yep. And he had toe amputations a couple years back,
right,
to save his leg. So there is that. Oof.
Well, he's got that neo bladder, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
And I don't know. Do you know how it works? It's like a prosthetic bladder, basically. Let's see. Ooh. How do neo bladders work? So, neobladder is a surgical reconstruction of the bladder that allows patients to have their bladders removed to urinate normally. The neobladder acts as a new bladder, storing urine and releasing it through the urethra. It is constructed from a portion of the small or large intestine, and the ureters, which carry urine from the kidneys to the bladder, are connected to the neobladder. So, and then the urethra, which carries urine from the bladder to the outside of the body, is also reattached to the neobladder. So, it's basically science. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all it is. I mean, it has nothing to do with blood clots, obviously.
No.
So it sucks, man. I hate it for him. I don't wish that on anybody.
No. I pray he's doing all right. But I wish him nothing but awesomeness, of course. And again, congrats on TCU for a fine victory. And the Kitty Cat is queuing for us to talk about Kansas Central Florida as Kansas won 27-20.
Yeah. Interesting game there. I mean, TCU looked. Keep going.
Oh, man. Yep. Kitty Cat was queuing for us to talk about Duke smacking California 45-21 on ACC After Dark.
Duke is playing incredibly well right now.
No doubt, no doubt. And supposedly Cal was going to do all right as an underdog because they've been doing that so far this season. But Saturday night was not the night for the Cal Golden Bears. Like it's so bad. Like Cal is not good in football to the point that there's not even a Locked On Cal.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, there should be. I mean, they're still 4-2, right? But I mean, how about Manny Diaz?
Ooh.
I think he took over a really good job, first of all. We have to be honest about that, right?
Yep.
Because Elko left that thing in pristine condition.
Yep.
Duke was one of the best left jobs in the country.
Yep.
So Manny Diaz leaves Penn State defensive coordinator. He was very good there, and now here we are. He's, Tobacco Road, killing it.
And before you know it, he's going to be running state North Carolina. It's not Belichick or Doreen or Dickard at Wake Forest.
Right. That's true.
So.
Up next on Locked On West Virginia, we're going to go around Jackson's world of college football even further and look at the new AP poll next. This episode of Locked On West Virginia is going to be brought to you by our good friends at Square College. When it comes to Square College, it's pretty dang simple. Your favorite neighborhood spots run on Square. There are certain businesses that make the neighborhood the neighborhood. These are the places that become an extension of home, whether it's a sports bar dedicated to your team's fan base or the spot with the best wings in town for game day. That beloved food chain that's been rooted in your community for years, these businesses are what bring people together. When neighborhood businesses thrive, the whole neighborhood thrives. Look, there's a great spot in Morgantown called Kegler's. It's basically been one of the heart of that community for years. It's the kind of place where you walk in and everybody knows your name. Check it out sometime, especially when Rich Rod's there. Square is a proud partner of more than 4 million neighborhood businesses around the world. You can go to pizza or square.com/go/lockedoncollege to learn more. But before you do, go support your favorite neighborhood spot. You'll be happy you did at Square. See you in the neighborhood. I have no idea why I said pizza. I have no clue. And this episode is really brought to you by FanDuel. Yeah, FanDuel. Look, when it comes to FanDuel, it's pretty simple with them too. NFL season is here, and FanDuel has an offer you don't want to miss. Right now, new customers can bet just $5. It'll make you holler, and you'll get $300 in bonus bets if you win. That's right. Pick a bet, put down $5. If it hits, you unlock $300 in bonus bets to use across the app. And look, FanDuel is pretty simply one of the best there is out there, if not the best. And whether you're a casual fan or love diving into the stats, FanDuel makes the game day much more better for most people that play with the app. So what are you waiting for? Visit FanDuel.com, download the FanDuel app today, and get started. All right, we're back here with Jackson Johnson in his world of college football. And we have an AP poll to talk about, Jackson.
There we go. Yeah, the holler from the Kitty Cat was queuing for us to talk about that AP poll. And I think Kitty Cat wants some more bonus bets from FanDuel.
Very possibly so.
So here are the rankings from the AP poll. And there's the coaches poll as well. So we'll go ahead and pull that up. So I've got it from ESPN.com. And the Buckeyes and Miami are number 1 and 2 in the AP poll. You got Oregon, Ole Miss, 3 and 4. Texas A&M at 5. They moved up a spot. Or Oklahoma moved down a spot, but I mean that's no surprise there. But guess who's in the top 10 now? Oh, Bama's still in, but we are here to discuss the but they moved on up. And let's see, like Indiana, Alabama, Texas Tech, Georgia round out top 10.
Right.
LSU, Tennessee, 11 and 12. Georgia Tech at 13,
Yeah.
Missouri at 14, Michigan at 15. Guess who's the highest two-loss team in college football now in the top 25? Notre Dame at 16.
Do you think they're a top 25 team?
Well, yeah. They're at least they don't lose to UCLA. I mean, they lost to Texas A&M. I get it. They
lost to Marshall a few years ago.
Well, yeah, but I mean, they're not losing to Marshall now.
Right.
It's like Chris Berman would say, Marshall.
It's true, he did.
Oh, yeah. And Illinois is 17th in the nation. BYU and Virginia are 18 and 19. Rounding out the top 20 is Vanderbilt. And we're looking at the rest of the top 25 from the AP. Arizona State, Iowa State, Memphis, South Florida, and Florida State. Texas and Penn State, you can all rest assured, are out.
So Texas and Penn State are both, correct me if I'm wrong, but they're both top 10 in NIL, right? So it's weird to see that that's not working out for them.
And they were the preseason number 1 and 2. How's being preseason top 2 worked? I mean,
it was justified, wasn't it? I mean, especially for Penn State after last year.
You know, I know a lot of people always say move the start of the polls to October, but I actually like the preseason polls, and here's why. Because whoever is hyped up in the preseason, we will find out whether they do well because of the hype or if they let it go to their head in the regular season. I always like to see who's the most underrated team in college football. Who are the teams that aren't talked about, that weren't talked about throughout the summer, but then just surprise everybody through the regular season? That's that's why I like seeing the preseason polls, because it gives us something to talk about. It gives everyone in the world of college football something to talk about.
What about Jackson's world of college football?
Well, hell yeah, especially for Jackson's world of college football. But yeah, it's just, you should not be losing to a team that is not led throughout the season until yesterday. You shouldn't be doing that. And that's Penn State for you in a nutshell. They fell apart, and honestly, they're closer to having a drink at the Long Branch Saloon with Miss Kitty than they are beating Ohio State or winning a Big Ten title or even getting to the playoffs right now. That's how bad Penn State is right now. I don't see that they're not going to beat Ohio State. I don't think they're going to beat Indiana. I don't even think they can beat Nebraska right now. It's that bad. And
that's quite possible.
And I know I have just given a lot of crap to Scott Sanford, and I still do because of his record. But that was a humongous win by Cincinnati over Iowa State. And
there's no doubt.
Why Cincinnati's not in that top 25, beyond me. That's dumb by the AP poll. But the coaches poll I'm looking at, they still have Texas at 19 and Penn State 22. It tells me the coaches during the coaches poll did not watch any of the games yesterday except their own games.
Well, I mean, it has to do with conferences probably. Whoever's in the SEC, all those coaches voted for Texas. Whoever's in the Big Ten, all those coaches voted for Penn State.
I don't care which conference you're in. You play a bad game, you should be knocked out of the top 25.
Right, but you want your conference to be as strong as possible, right? So it matters.
Yeah.
There's inherent bias, is what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
If you take Penn State out of the rankings and you're Ohio State, or if you're somebody else in the Big Ten that has a big matchup with Penn State left,
then tell Penn State to beat UCLA. That's what I say. If you're Ohio State.
But anyways, we don't have much time left here, but conference call here. Obviously, the SEC just has a ridiculous number. The top 25, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12.
It's like a
14,
Schoolhouse Rock song, I swear.
Basically, basically a third of the poll is Big Ten teams, or I mean SEC teams. The Big Ten has 5. The Big 12 is with 4, along with the ACC 4. Could the Big 12 make a case that they're the third best conference? I don't know. It's pretty close. I'd say it's tough, because 9, 18, 21, 22. So Texas Tech, BYU, Arizona State, and Iowa State are the teams. Obviously, Kansas State not being in there hurt you this year. But ACC has obviously got Miami. They've got 13, 19, 25. So they've got Georgia Tech, Virginia, and Florida State. Heck yeah, I'll take Big 12 over that. Are you kidding me? Like, I would take Texas Tech, and Miami would be a barn burner of a game, don't you think?
Oh, no doubt. I'm looking at the Big 12 and I'm looking at the ACC. I think basically for the ACC, whoever gets to the ACC title game, those 2 teams are going to the playoffs. No doubt about it.
Yeah.
I hope that the Big 12 will have the same thing, but we will definitely see throughout the month of October and throughout the months of November as well. Because and that also depends on how Notre Dame performs in the rest of the regular season. Because if Notre Dame's winning out, giving everybody a spanking with a belt, then Notre Dame's making a case for as to why, hey, we should be in. Yeah, we started out 0-2. Hey, relax, guy. We started out 0-2. We lost the title in the Miami. We lost the title in the Texas A&M.
All right. Well, and you can check out Jackson on the Voice of College Football. You can also find him all out throughout the week on the Jacksonian and a couple other places. He'll be here at Locked On West Virginia with Jackson's World of College Football and more. Don't forget to like, subscribe, all that jazz, guys, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a great rest of your week. Have a great rest of your month. Have a great rest of your year. But we'll see you guys here tomorrow every single day on the Locked On West Virginia, your team every day. For those who want to see me, I may be back even later if we have time to do another video. Just got to figure out what it would be on. Not a whole lot to talk about these days. It's a bye week after all, but we'll find something, I'm sure.
Hey,
talk to you then.
God, there's always something to talk about.
There's always something to talk about. We're out of here.
Oh.